2025 F1 season began the same way all our New Year resolutions begin, with confidence, optimism, and a level of delusion that feels unstoppable on January 1st and completely forgotten a week later. In terms of F1, my first race weekend.
I thought, fuck, this looks fun.
And Formula 1 drivers were no different. As Fernando, the two-time world champion, nemesis of Hamilton, friend of Verstappen, and the oldest rookie on the grid has said, starting of the season is the time where everyone believes that they would be the world champion. Also, that got me thinking, why not create the most boring video on this earth, taking a history class of 2025 F1 season and make it without facts, memes, and 8 episodes long. Oh wait, that's Drive to Survive's job. No shade to DTS, I even like them when they show me the inside of F1 industry, like some 60-second clips in an hour-long episode. What I want to talk about is delusion, confusion, and one man in 2025 F1 season, which was boring but yet entertaining season somehow. When we talk about delusion, we have to talk about Ferrari. Is there a more delusional team than Ferrari? No. Is there any team whose fans are more delusional? No. Is there a better team that fueled delusion by aura forming than Ferrari? No. And that can be proved with this picture. Now, I gotta say, that got me excited at the start of the season. But you remember what I said earlier? Yep, that only lasted till first race weekend. Now, before we go on a rant how bad Ferrari's season was, we need to consider the start of Mr. Ferrari, aka Charles Leclerc. Now, this guy, Lord Percival Leclerc, the El Predestinato for Tifosi, got to an average Ferrari fan and the owner of most dramatic past on the grid. And some would say Harry Potter's double, is in a toxic relationship with Ferrari from last 10 years and has sold his soul to Ferrari. This person with sad puppy eyes genuinely believed that he was gonna be the world champion this year. And you know how long that delusion lasted? Yep, until the first race of the season. Ferrari's first race was with their arch nemesis number 2. Any guesses who might it be? Rain. Rain has been a constant problem for Ferrari among other 69 problems of Ferrari. But it has given some iconic Leclerc moments, I must say.
And box now, box for hard. Stay out.
Fuck! Why? What I do?
Tire.
Full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Not only that, it has made Charles Leclerc question himself.
We've been struggling massively at finding the grip in those kind of conditions. It's hugely frustrating because it's probably been my biggest strength in the junior categories, and then we are doing something wrong.
Now, some who have been paying attention will ask who is the number 1 nemesis. Well, drumroll please, their car. SF25, or should I say red painted Mario Kart. Wait, sorry, that would be an insult for the Mario Karts. Now, I'm not an expert in making F1 cars or any car for that matter, but when a 7-time world champion with most wins, most podiums and most blah 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 say that
useless, absolutely useless.
You know Ferrari has cooked him. Imagine being Lewis Hamilton this season. The guy whom you replaced got podiums in a freaking Williams. The guy who replaced him got podium in a Mercedes. The guy who worships you got podium in a V-Carb. The guy who didn't get a podium in his whole F1 career got a podium in Sauber.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
I mean, at this point, Hamilton fans should... Now, if Ferrari were the kings of delusion, McLaren were the kings of confusion. Because somehow they created the best car on the grid and still managed to make the championship look like a group project run by 2 toppers who didn't want to hurt each other's feelings. Imagine a championship battle where the rivals are swapping positions because one guy had a slower pit stop. I mean, all the legend of the past like Senna and Prost would be killing themselves in their grave if they see this. I mean, legends of today are laughing at them.
Norris and Piastri have swapped places nicely.
This wasn't a lack of pace problem. This wasn't a driver problem. This was an identity problem. McLaren spent the entire season asking one question: who is going to be the championship favorite? And somehow never answering it. Instead, they created Papaya rules, which by the way had more versions than the FIA rulebook and somehow still had less clarity. I mean, essentially it was supposed to mean teamwork. Instead, all they created was confusion. Some weekends they meant let them race. Some weekends they meant protect Norris. Some weekends they meant sorry Oscar, next time. They were confused about their own rules which they created to avoid confusion. Wait. Make it make sense. And the funniest part? Both drivers were trying so hard to bottle the championship. For the first part of the season, Oscar Leclerc Piastri looked like the chosen one. While in the second, he just forgot how to drive. And meanwhile, Lando Norris looked like Oscar stole his start and replaced it with a driving tutorial.
Lando, just keep the focus. Don't want those mistakes. Tyres are getting tricky. Need to keep the focus. Don't push the braking as hard as we have been. You're naturally quicker.
We wanted Hamilton versus Rosberg 2.0. What we got instead was two polite young men fighting for a world title like they were sharing the same home and making babies. All because McLaren in 2025 was confused about who their championship favorite was, confused about strategy, confused about pit priority, confused about the ride height of the car, confused about whether papaya rules mean teamwork or how to favor Verstappen. But, championship was still entertaining because McLaren's confusion kept leaving the door open. And there was one man, one absolute inevitable man who walked through the door every single time. One driver who made this championship interesting. Only one driver who injected fear into both papaya garages. Only one driver who turned a soft two-way title fight into an actual thriller. Max freaking Verstappen, aka Chucky or TRS. Zach Brown once said Max Verstappen is like the guy in a horror movie. Just when you think he's gone, he's right behind you. Max didn't win races because Red Bull was just perfect. Horny Honda fired, Helmet the terrorizer of junior drivers, leaving at the end, and GP possibly not being Max's race engineer in 2026 basically tells you not everything was sunshine and roses in Red Bull camp. After Hungary, he said they won't win any more races this year. After Zandvoort, he was 102 points behind the championship leader. 102. He lost some points due to his own mistakes, due to team, or some out of pure bad luck. But what mattered was that he's Chucky, aka just when you think he's gone,
He's back.
and when rivals were arguing, swapping positions, trying not to hurt each other's feelings, he punished every single mistake. McLaren crashed in Austin, he was winning. They didn't perform in Baku, he was winning. Whether they got disqualified in Vegas and made strategy blunder in Qatar, he was winning. It was the comeback of all the comebacks, but at the end, not enough. Because one man did more, and credit where credit is due. Even though he's hated, Lando Norris won the World Championship and fully deserved it. And that is Formula 1 2025 season. Ferrari will tell you next year is their year. McLaren will tell you they have learned their lessons. Red Bull Racing will tell you they are not Max Verstappen racing. And fans will tell themselves this time it will be different for their driver. Because delusion isn't a bug in Formula 1, it's the fuel. And if you enjoy going through the cycle every single year, then you have officially lost your mind, my friend. We'll lose our minds together next year. Subscribe for that.